Hey everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I am Kellen Fisher, and I'm filming from a very different area, as you can tell. I'm filming near the window, and you'll know exactly where it's located in my man cave. If you have watched my man cave or updated man cave video. If you have not, go and check those out. Today we're going to be doing the March Madness bracket. I did the NIT and the ACC conference bracket, but now we're doing the real thing, the thing that people actually care about. And I'm going to talk about NIT. Nobody cares about the NIT, not in tournaments. Really stands for National Invitation Tournament, though. Alabama, I could also have to play in games. Texas, A&M, and CC, or Missouri State. I like Texas A&M, CC. I have not watched either one of these two teams play. And here's the thing, in my opinion, with March Madness brackets, you can't give a reason like, oh, I think this team is going to win because da-da-da-da. It's March. Upsets happen. There's no real reason, in my opinion, because anything happen, it's March. Guess what? Because the winner of this game is going to go play Alabama, and they could beat Alabama first round, they're out for Alabama. But I think Texas A&M CC is going to win, and for Mississippi State and Pittsburgh, I think Pittsburgh's going to win. I don't think they should be playing a playoff game. They actually surprised me this year, which I've said in the ACC tournament bracket, that this team has surprised me. This team is good. I like them. Guess what? They're going to the first round. EDU and Texas Southern. I like EDU because Texas Southern made a 14-20 team. Does not convince me that they're a 16 seed at all. But let's go on to number 11 seed, Arizona State or Nevada. I like Arizona State. They played great against Arizona, which Arizona I actually have going very, very far in this bracket. I already filled out my bracket except for who's winning the national championship. I've left that blank. Look, it's all filled out except for right there. That's where the winner goes. And well, you can really just pause my bracket and see the names of who's playing in it, which I don't really care because this video will take time. It will be very time consuming because there is 60 or 70 something teams. Okay, Arizona State. They're a very good team. They play good. They play in a pretty decent conference. Arizona and UCLA, Nevada. Who really do they play? They're not playing teams that are as good as UCLA or Arizona. Well, let's go ahead and go to the actual bracket first round. Alabama, in my opinion, Texas A&M CC. Alabama gets the win. This team is a very good team on the court. Maybe not off the court, but they're good on the court. They're aggressive. They play hard basketball. Now, this is actually one of the two that I could not pick. Maryland and West Virginia. I relied on the app for this, the ESPN app, and I went with Maryland. Maryland, I think, they play in a hard conference. And I mean, like I gotta tell me West Virginia, but no, it is March Madness. Maryland's getting the win. Let's go down to San Diego State and Charleston. San Diego State, they're a very good team, 27-6. I think they were the team that stayed undefeated the longest. Charleston, 31-3. Good job. But who have they played? They have not played Purdue. They have not played Alabama. They have not played Houston. They have not played Kansas. And all, by the way, are number 1 seeds. They haven't played teams though that good. So in my opinion, San Diego State wins, and they will face Virginia because they are going to beat Furman. Virginia, they lost in the ACC championship to Duke, and I think they're looking for a bounce back game, and they will get it. They will play hard, aggressive, just like Furman though, but they'll play even more aggressive because they are a better, well-rounded team, and they have an amazing coach, whose dad coached for Wisconsin. Creighton and NC State. I don't like NC State, but I like Creighton. I like the Big East, so I went with Creighton. Baylor and UC Santa Barbara. Definitely Baylor. Baylor, in my opinion, they're a good team. They will go far. I have them going all the way to the Sweet 16. Utah State or Missouri? Missouri, they're a good team. They lost Alabama in the SEC championship. I mean, not the championship, but they lost. I think it was in the semifinals. And they also play hard. They also play hard, aggressive basketball. They come from a pretty hard conference. That's why they're 24-9 on the road. But who are they playing? Good question. They're playing Arizona because Arizona's gonna crush Princeton. Maybe not crush them, but they're gonna win. Arizona. Experts are saying that this is a team that's going to go very far. They're going to play hard in the tournament, and you don't want to face them in the tournament. So I guess you're just lucky if you're a team playing in the West, where if you have to face them, you'll play them in the championship. And for an example, UCLA or Kansas, those are two teams that they're going to go to the national championship if they want to play Arizona. But hey, I would not want to play them. Okay, Purdue, the number 1 seed, or in my opinion, FDU. I think Purdue's going to win. They're a hard team. They've got Zach Edey down low in the paint, who's amazing. They're going to get the win. Memphis and Florida Atlantic. If you can't tell, I'm going kind of fast because I wanted to make sure that, because I want to get all the information to you guys in a short amount of time when it's already 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm trying to get it out to you guys in a quick time. If you don't have much time, like a 15-minute lunch break, if it goes another 15 minutes, that'd be great. I'm going Memphis. Memphis, they played teams like Cincinnati and Houston, both examples that are actually, I'm sorry, only Houston is playing in the March Madness tournament, but Cincinnati is a good team, and they're in the NIT. So go check out the NIT bracket that I posted in the video right before this one. Duke and Oral Roberts, definitely Duke. Duke is a team that kind of surprised me. I think they have a down year without Coach K, but this team went 26-8, winning the ACC championship. I like Duke. Tennessee, they're beating Louisiana. Tennessee is a good team. They have as a number 4 seed. They've been They've been ranked from pretty much the entire season, and Kentucky's going to go over Providence. This is another hard one for me to pick, but not my second hardest one for me to pick. Probably my third. Kentucky's a good team. But they're going to be playing Kansas State, because Kansas State 23-9. If you can have that record, and in my opinion, playing the best basketball conference, the Big 12, with Kansas, Baylor, Texas, this is a very good, very, very good record for a very, very, very good conference, and they'll play Kansas. Kentucky. Michigan State over USC. I think UNC, because my gut's all saying USC, but no, it's March Madness. Anything can happen, and they're facing Marquette, because Marquette back-to-back Big East championships with the regular season championship of the Big 12. This is a very good team. They play hard, but they do have some losses that give me a question mark. Like the loss to Wisconsin at home. Wisconsin, because that was back when Wisconsin was a good team. They've gone down. They have not played. They're not the exact same team that beat Marquette right now. They're not the exact same team that lost to 2 points in overtime to Kansas, the number 1 seed. We'll get to them later. Marquette's going to get the win. Now let's go to the first round over here for the Midwest in Kansas City. Houston is going to win over Northern Kent. Is that even a question, really? Iowa, Auburn. This is a hard game. That's my 4th hardest one for me to pick. I went with Iowa. Auburn's been a little rocky this year, and I think it's going to show against Iowa, who's a hard, aggressive team. And with McCaffrey, he's a really good player. I think he is a good basketball player. Now, Miami or Drake? Miami. Drake for me. I haven't watched him play this much this year for Miami. They're a good team. They play hard on offense. Indiana and Kent State. Indiana playing very close to home in Kansas City. This is a school that has a great basketball program, great fans, and they're going to get the win, go kind of far in the bracket. I mean, yeah, I guess kind of far. The way I have them going. Iowa State's beating in my opinion, Pittsburgh. I actually originally I think was gonna pick Pittsburgh. We went to Iowa State though, because Iowa State's a very good team, a great record, 19-13 in the hard basketball conference. That's not a good record actually, but Kennesaw State and Xavier. Kennesaw State, 26-8. They are making their very first NCAA March Madness bracket appearance in school history. But they haven't played it. I haven't watched it play that much this year. I watched a little bit of their conference championship game, which they won to get the automatic bid. And I've heard things that say don't be sleeping on this program, but in my opinion, they don't have enough experience. They haven't played hard enough teams, and Xavier is just one of those teams, 25-9. That's just better. They have played better teams like Marquette. Texas A&M or Penn State. A&M. A&M lost in the SEC championship game, and I think they're looking to come back, just like Virginia. Kansas and Howard. Kansas. Arkansas and Illinois. There's my second hardest game to pick, and you know who I am picking? I am picking Illinois. Illinois in a hard basketball conference, a better basketball conference, in my opinion, than the SEC. You know how I feel about the SEC. St. Mary's over VCU. They're playing UConn over Iona. UConn, a hard basketball program to beat, but they have played amazing this year. They've played against teams like Marquette, Xavier, Creighton, all teams in the bracket. TCU over, my opinion, Arizona State. They're in a playing game. All of my opinions are in playing games, so that's who I think they're going to face, but it's questionable because they're in the playing games. I think TCU is going to win. Arizona State, they play good. I think they're better than Nevada, but I just think they went 21-12. This is a really good team. Gonzaga over Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon doesn't have the experience Gonzaga has, especially playing St. Mary's. I'm going to go with Gonzaga. Northwestern and Boise State. I pick Northwestern. Northwestern has more experience than Boise State. Like what I've said against with other teams. UCLA is beating UNC Asheville. Let's head to the second round. In the South, in Louisville, it's Alabama beating Maryland, and they will go on to play Virginia because Virginia is losing to San Diego State. Is beating San Diego State. Virginia, they're coming back. They are making a little bit of a run here. They have experience in it too. They won national championships. They know what it's like. Baylor is beating Creighton by a mile. Arizona, you don't want to play them. What did I say? And they're beating Missouri. Purdue is beating Memphis. Yes, I barely picked Memphis over Florida Atlantic, the 31-3 team, but Purdue, they'll also crush them. Duke and Tennessee. Duke's on a hot run. We're in the ACC championship. Let's keep it going. They're playing Purdue in the Sweet 16. Kentucky and Kansas State. Kentucky, little on ice. That was a hard game for me to pick. I said with Providence, Kansas State gets the win. Michigan State, Marquette. Marquette, they're making a run. I've seen people pick them to go to the national championship, but not in my opinion. They won't go to the national championship, but they will go to the Sweet 16. Now let's head over to the Sweet 16. The second round in the Midwest. Kansas City. It's Houston over Iowa. Houston, a very aggressive team. One of the two teams with 31-3 records. They're getting the win. Miami and Indiana. Indiana, one thing I said, they're a hard team. They will win. They will do what it takes to win. They play very aggressive. But Miami also is very aggressive on offense and defense. But Indiana. Iowa State and Xavier. Xavier's just a better team. I think Iowa State, they've had better competition, but it's March Madness. Anything can happen. Kansas and Illinois. Definitely Kansas. Kansas is a good team. Let's not stop them. St. Mary's and UConn. I'm going to have to go with St. Mary's on this one. TCU or Gonzaga. Gonzaga, don't stop them. This is a good team. They've got experience. So is TCU, but I'm afraid they're going to end up like the football team, getting crushed. Northwestern, they're losing to UCLA by a mile. UCLA is a good team, and hopefully by then they will have the defensive player of the Year for the Pac-12 back on their team. Sweet 16, Alabama's going over Virginia in the south of Louisville. And they are going to want to play Arizona. They're playing Arizona. That is scary. Purdue and Duke. Sorry, Duke, but you can't win them all, and you're losing to Purdue. Just an unlucky, loss. Kansas State, Marquette. Don't stop Marquette. They will crush you. Not afraid to. They were a good team, top 10 team in the final polls. Kansas State, so close, but no, Marquette. Let's go ahead and go. Houston is gonna go over Indiana. Houston, they're a good team. They play aggressive. They like to play, and they're playing Texas. Is this even a question? Texas is gonna win. They're going to win. Kansas over St. Mary's. St. Mary's. The way they play against Gonzaga in the last time they played in the season, regular season, did not secure it for me. But speaking about Gonzaga, they're losing to UCLA. UCLA, they're a good team, a good coach. They're gonna win. Elite Eight. Arizona beats Alabama. This team is on fire. Marquette loses to Purdue, but barely with Zach Edey in the paint. He will win in the game. Houston. Oh, the last second shot does not go in, and Texas is moving on to the Final Four. Kansas and UCLA. UCLA, I've picked you, but it's time to stop. Kansas is winning it all in this game. They're hitting the Final Four. The Final Four picks, Arizona or Purdue. Arizona's just going to keep on going. Sorry, guys, but Arizona is unbeatable. Texas and Kansas. Kansas is going to win. Bill Self is going to be back. He's going to be ready to go. Best he'll ever be. But is he going to go back-to-back? And the correct answer is no, he will not. Arizona is winning it all because this team is aggressive. They play hard. Kansas also plays hard, but they've had some bad losses. They have had some scrappy games, and it's going to show. I'm afraid they're going to get cocky. I'm Kellen Fisher. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.